People who have no friends are often misunderstood, but psychology tells a very different story. They are not broken, antisocial, or failures. In many cases, their brain simply works in another way. What feels fun and normal to others can feel tiring, empty, or unnecessary to them. Forced conversations and surface-level social life drain their energy instead of filling it. This does not mean they dislike people. It means they think, feel, and process social situations more deeply. They notice emotions, patterns, and intentions that most people overlook. Because of this, being alone can feel more peaceful than being surrounded by noise. When someone goes long periods without friends, it is rarely random. There are real psychological reasons behind it. Psychology reveals that people who have no friends often share 5 powerful traits that shape how they connect with the world. If you've ever felt this way, this video might explain more about you than you expect. Subscribe now for more psychology videos that explain your personality in simple, eye-opening ways. Let's start. Trait 1. You have no patience for fake people. People who have no friends often have one strong trait. They cannot tolerate fake behavior. This does not mean they think they are better than others. It means their mind quickly notices when something feels forced or dishonest. Fake smiles, hidden intentions, gossip, and pretending to be someone you are not feel uncomfortable to them. Imagine sitting in a group where everyone laughs, but the laughter feels empty. People agree on the surface, yet criticize each other later. For many, this is normal social life, but for someone with this trait, it feels exhausting. Their brain picks up on small signals, tone changes, and fake reactions. Even when no one says anything wrong, something feels off. Psychology shows that as people become more self-aware, their tolerance for inauthentic behavior drops. They would rather be alone than sit through conversations that feel like acting. This is why they often walk away from large social circles. Not because they hate people, but because they value honesty. For example, if someone is nice to your face but changes the moment you leave the room, your mind notices it instantly. Instead of ignoring it, you pull back. Over time, this makes your circle smaller, but it also makes it real. You protect your peace by choosing solitude over pretending. Being alone feels calmer than being surrounded by masks. Trait 2. You choose depth over quantity. People with no friends are not avoiding connection. They are avoiding shallow connection. They do not want many relationships that feel empty. They want 1 or 2 connections that feel real. Psychology explains that deep thinkers naturally prefer quality over quantity. Small talk feels draining to them. Questions like how's the weather or what's new feel pointless when no one truly listens to the answer. Their mind craves meaning. They want conversations that explore thoughts, emotions, fears, and ideas. If a conversation has no depth, their interest fades quickly. Picture sitting at a table where everyone talks, but nothing important is said. Jokes repeat, stories stay on the surface. For many people, this is fun. For a deep thinker, it feels lonely even in a crowd. They feel more connected reading a book or thinking alone than forcing a fake bond. This is why they may go long periods without friends. They are waiting for a connection that feels natural. They would rather have no friends than friendships that feel empty. When they do connect, they connect deeply, but deep connections are rare. Psychology does not see this as a flaw. It is a difference in how the brain seeks meaning. These people are not closed off. They are selective. They wait for conversations that matter, people who listen, and bonds that feel honest. Until then, being alone feels more fulfilling than pretending to belong. Trait 3. Social interaction drains your energy faster. Some people feel energized after socializing. Others feel tired. Psychology explains this through something called social sensitivity. People with this trait have a nervous system that processes social information more deeply. When they talk to others, their brain is working hard. They notice facial expressions, tone of voice, emotional shifts, and unspoken feelings. While others enjoy the moment, their mind is analyzing it. Every interaction uses energy. Imagine your social energy like a phone battery. For some people, it charges when they are around others. For others, it drains quickly. After a conversation, they need time alone to recharge. This does not mean they dislike people. It means their brain burns more energy during social contact. For example, after a family gathering, others may want to continue talking. You may want silence. You replay conversations in your head, wondering what people meant or how they felt. This is your brain processing deeply. Because social energy is limited, these people become careful with how they spend it. They choose fewer interactions, longer breaks, and more solitude. Being alone helps their nervous system reset. Psychology sees this as a natural response, not a weakness. Their need for solitude is not rejection, it is recovery. Trait 4. You are highly independent and don't need validation. Many people depend on others to feel okay. They need attention, approval, and constant connection. People with no friends often have the opposite trait. They have low social dependency. They can be alone without feeling empty. They can entertain themselves, solve problems on their own, and find comfort in their thoughts. Instead of needing people to motivate them, they create their own inner world. This independence can make them seem distant, but it is actually strength. Imagine being alone on a quiet evening. Some people feel anxious, others feel peaceful. For independent minds, solitude feels safe. They do not need constant messages or invitations to feel valuable. Psychology explains that these people have strong internal validation. They do not look to others to tell them who they are. Because of this, they are very selective about friendships. They do not collect acquaintances just to avoid being alone. Their standards are high. Not everyone gets access to their time, energy, or emotions. This can result in having few or no friends, but it also protects their mental space. They choose calm over chaos, depth over noise. Their independence allows them to stand alone without feeling lost. Trait 5. Past experiences made you careful with trust. Many people with no friends share a common history. At some point, trust was broken. This could be betrayal, emotional neglect, being used, or growing up around the wrong people. Psychology shows that once trust is damaged, the brain becomes protective. Instead of rushing into relationships, these people observe. They watch how others behave over time. They listen more than they speak. They test consistency. This creates what psychologists call a higher trust threshold. For example, if someone promises something and does not follow through, your mind remembers. You don't confront immediately, you take note. Over time, patterns matter more than words. This cautious approach keeps many people at a distance, but it is not fear. It is learning. The brain is trying to avoid pain it has experienced before. Trust is no longer given freely. It must be earned. Because of this, friendships take longer to form, but when they do, they are strong. Psychology does not see this as damage. It sees it as adaptation. These people are not closed off. They are careful. They protect their peace by letting fewer people in. If you have few or no friends, it does not mean something is wrong with you. It often means your mind works with more awareness, sensitivity, and depth. You notice things others overlook, you feel more, you think more, and you hold higher standards for the people you allow into your life. This creates a strong inner world, sharp intuition, and deep self-understanding. Psychology shows that many thoughtful, self-aware people spend parts of their life walking alone, not because they are broken, but because they refuse shallow connections. Solitude becomes a space to grow, reflect, and protect peace until the right people appear. If this video felt like it was describing you, you're not alone in feeling this way, and there is nothing wrong with you. Subscribe for more psychology videos that explain human behavior and personality in simple ways school never taught. The next one might help you understand yourself even more.